Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here, doing a recap last night and look ahead to today's big slate here for NBA. Sorry, for MLB. Also, we will be excited to be looking at WNBA as well. So, like I said, recap last night and look ahead to today's games here for MLB. Like I said, a big slate for WNBA. So we are very excited about that. So definitely get in on some WNBA today. As most of you guys all know, the Hall of Fame game was last night for NFL, so obviously that was the first preseason game. Definitely excited about that. Played last night. Didn't do too bad. It's a two game slate, so next game is going to be on Wednesday to see how we do. But not doing too bad to start NFL. So if you guys are interested in the NFL preseason, let us know. It's only $20. Two lineups per slate for the main slate. Definitely get in on that. NFL is almost here. We are very, very excited for that. And as normal, $25 for MLB, 3 to 4 lineups per day for the main slate. WNBA is only $30 for the rest of the season. Today is the big slate for WNBA, so definitely get in on that. Some pretty big tournaments over there. And PGA starts every Thursday. Next week is going to be a big one with the championship. And it did start yesterday, and we are in the win column right now. So everything is looking pretty good. So as normal, if you're interested in any of those, let us know. Fanduel, DraftKings, and Fantasy Draft is what we do for them. There's our email right there. If you want to just message us, we'll get you all set up on that. Also, we do have our package deal if you're interested in that. Includes all these sports here plus NBA for only $150. It includes the entire season of everything besides NBA. NBA, you get 2 months of it, but everything else, you get everything for the whole year. So a really big package right there. For only $150, you get everything. So there's our email, and also we have our Twitter. You can follow and hit us up on Twitter as well. So anyway, let's get into last night here. Didn't do a video for you guys, but anyway, premium was very well. Unfortunately, I did not put in any money. I focused my money on some NFL instead. I decided to take the night off to put money in for NBA and for MLB, and obviously it was the wrong night to do that. Anyway, a 224.9, a huge night there. And our other one was a 192.4. So anyway, let's get into this one. 224.9. Kluber, he was expensive. We all know that. It was hard to get some of those guys in there, but fortunately, some of these Boston and Baltimore guys were pretty cheap. So anyway, Kluber, complete game right here. 9 innings, 11 strikeouts. Really good night from him. Austin Barnes, really cheap. I liked him here against Atlanta. 21.7. I'll definitely take that there. Hanley Ramirez, solid 22.2. Boston stack was a key here tonight. Thompson Scope, not too bad with the 12.5. I'll take it. Alex Bregman, he was kind of chalky tonight. 30.7, 2 stolen bases. Really good night from Bregman. Bogart's sticking with that Boston stack. Didn't do too much. Andrew Jones, solid 18.2. And Andrew Benintendi, a solid 36 right there. And then it's hard to see that, but Kike Hernandez was only $2,100, and he got me 9.5, so I'll take that. This one here was about the same. Went with Wood, only got me 31. Gaddis got me 0. Disappointed there. Ramirez, good pick. Nunez, another good pick here. Bregman, once again, Mr. Tim Beckham with his new team, was facing a lefty. He does good against lefties. 27.7 for him. Mookie Betts with a 25.2. Andrew Benintendi with a 36, and Kepler got me 0. So anyway, that is what we got. Like I said, I didn't enter that, unfortunately, but I did look it up, and a 224 here would have won you $400 if you would have put it in the tournament. So unfortunately, yeah, I totally did miss that. Missed out on that, unfortunately. But it happens. But definitely, our subscribers did play. Hopefully, they scored pretty well. So anyway, like I said, a pretty good night for us. For in MLB, if you're interested in that, let us know. We're doing very well over there on that. All right, anyway, let's get into this big 13-game slate here for Friday. So anyway, I went with Anthony Banda. I think that's how you say his name, Badea. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is kind of just a little bit of GPP pick. I do expect him to be a little popular here. He's not too expensive at all. He is. How much is he? $5,500. So really cheap. He is way down on this list, but good thing though, he is facing the Giants. Giants at 250 round, 250 against lefties. League average is 280. So yeah, I don't mind him here. It is kind of a GPP. He did get roughed up a little bit his first time against Washington, but I mean, if you look at the stats, really not too bad here. Walva is only 4. ISO's number 2 overall, so shouldn't be giving up too many home runs. K rate, that's the only bad thing there is 25th overall, so might get you 4 or 5 strikeouts. And then his opponent rating is 5th overall, which not too bad there. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I really don't mind him here. Like I said, going to take a little bit of shot with him. If you look in August here, a lot of these guys coming up from AAA. So I'm going to put him in there. Like I said, if he gets me 20, 25, I'll take it. Not expecting too much from the guy. Anyway, let's go look at the top stacks here to target. Some pretty good stacks here to target here tonight. So anyway, as normal, it takes just a little bit here to load. All right, that's loading. Let's go over here. As you see here, I did do a little bit of a rough draft for you guys. We'll definitely get into that here in a second. All right, so we're going to look at the top ratings. Sorry, number 1 overall is Colorado, which obviously they're popular. They're in Coors Field. I do have a couple of them actually. Taking on Vince Vasquez. Not too bad of a pitcher this year. Not doing too well though. As you see, kind of a split throughout for lefty and righty here. 680 home run rating for righties, 570 home run rating for lefties. Overall, they got a Vegas rating of a 94, which is good there. 11.5 spread. Sorry, over and under, which should be pretty good. Righties rating here is an 81, and lefties is a 77, which is a 79. So overall, kind of split there. I went Mark Reynolds. Been struggling a little bit, but I like him. Nolan Arenado, Charlie Blackmon, and Para for my 4. Sorry, for my 4 Rockies. Next is Houston against Cesar Valdez. I think that's how you say it. I might have a couple more of them. Right now, I only have M. Gaddis. Like I said, every time I pick this guy, it seems like he sits. So either him or Ryan McCann, either one of them really work. Like I said, McCann, he's cheap. We got 9.5 total here. That's mostly because of Houston right there. Minute Maid Park, usually a good place to hit here. Only a 60s here on the rating. Yeah, I don't really agree with that, but overall second best stack. So maybe some Reddick in there, maybe some Jose Altuve, Marvin Gonzalez, Fisher as well. So I don't mind some Houston guys throughout the day. Next, I just put in Cesar Hernandez. I might trade him out just part of since the since the total is so high, I'm just going to put him in there. Not the best matchup, and not really a guy that really does much. Maybe get me 9 to 12. He has been hot here recently. So I might put him in there. I might trade him out. Maybe get in Jose Altuve. I might take out Mark Reynolds or someone to get him in there. But he's just kind of a place filler here. Next is Elvis Andrus and Delano DeShields here. They are taking on Mr. Bartolo Colon. Yeah, I don't mind Texas here at all. Overall, nothing too crazy here, but still I don't mind him. Got 10.5 over and under, which I really don't mind. So Cologne, we all know he likes to struggle here sometimes. Sometimes he has a good one, but Delano DeShields, he's cheap. You can get on base, steal some bags there. Maybe get you 9 to 12, not expecting too much. Elvis Andrus, 3,900, playing a lot better. I really don't mind him. So as normal, that's just a little bit of a rough draft lineup there. Other people I don't mind. I don't mind maybe Jacob deGrom. Not my favorite option there. James Paxton, I don't mind him. I don't think he's worth that much, though. Kansas City doesn't really strike out, so that's going to hurt him a little bit. Mets may get to Yu Darvish. We'll see. Maybe Darvish pans out there. Maybe a GPP option with Kevin Gausman. He's actually been looking pretty good recently. Maybe Brad Peacock against Toronto. I don't mind that. Ivan Nova, I don't mind him if a Pittsburgh game don't get rained out. Eduardo Rodriguez, I think he'll be relatively popular against Chicago. Really don't mind that, actually. And that's really it here. I don't see really anyone else. If you just want to do a super GPP, Jason Hamill, he's actually been playing a little bit better here. Not really a guy that you want to go after, but he's not looking too bad. here in June. As you see here, 40 against Boston. He's not looking too bad. He's only 7,300. No one's going to have him. You know, Seattle, they're one of those teams where they get hot and then they're not hot. They've lost 2 in a row here. They are in Kansas. Who knows? Maybe Hamill. I really don't mind that. Maybe gets you 30, 35. No one's going to have Hamill. Like I said, I'm a big Mariner fan. I just feel like Hamill might be a half-decent option here tonight. Definitely a GPP option there. And then all these other guys, not really into. Like I said, I'm taking a shot here with Anthony. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. It's normal. That's just a rough draft lineup. If you guys are interested in the final, let us know. Like I said, once again, a pretty good night last night. So Sid didn't get to play it. Unfortunately, he was playing NFL. But anyway, scored a 224 and a 192. And as I said, if you would have put that in a tournament right here, you would have came in 31st place with a $400 win. So as normal, there you go. MLB 25 for the month, WNBA 30 for the rest of the season. Got a really big slate here for WNBA, so interested in that. PGA starts every Thursday. NFL preseason only $20. Definitely get in on that if you guys are ready for NFL to be back. You get 2 lineups per slate for the main one. And then obviously we offer it for Fanduel, DraftKings, and Fantasy Draft. There's our email to get in on the action. Also, we'll have it down there in the comment section. And we will have our Twitter. You can follow and hit us up with questions as well in there. All right, guys, I think that does it. Hope everyone has a really good Friday, and we'll see you guys all on Saturday.